What's going on, everybody? I woke up today and felt pretty good. Had a good sleep. Today is day 5 of no tobacco, and that's chewing tobacco, the worst type there is for you. "30 minutes of chewing tobacco is the equivalent of smoking 3 reds, long reds." And really, I know what the reason why I had high blood pressure. It was because I was chewing tobacco. And, I'm not an overeater. I try to get exercise in. I drink lots of water. I drink alcohol maybe once a week. So, my lifestyle wasn't the one creating high blood pressure. It was the chewing tobacco. That's what it was. And I have been chewing tobacco since I was a junior in high school. No, actually, I think I was a sophomore. Yeah. When I was a sophomore in high school in wood class, it was, it was welding. I had wood class another year. It was welding. Look at these fucking people, man. They do not know how to drive. You gotta wonder where some people got their license at. Like one of those licenses you can just buy on the internet. Yeah, so the first couple of days it wasn't really an issue because I typically don't chew tobacco on my days off, which are Friday and Saturday. Sunday through Thursday, oh man, I'm telling you, there's only 5 days. I'm going through 2 cans in 5 days. I'm just terrible. Just whatever, man. I'll just throw it in there. What it did was, and you can feel it too. It just starts to, just makes your heart start to race, and your high blood pressure goes up, palpitations. Oh man! And I think to myself, this is what's fucking doing it to me. But I'm so addicted to it where I can't even do a simple task without, you know what? I'm gonna need a dip for this, or I'm gonna need a dip for that, or I need a dip for that, I need a dip for that. Everything was just, oh shit, it'd just be better if I had a dip with me. And that anxiety and just dependence and all this stuff, man, just really starts to screw with your system after a while. Everybody's different, but for me, it took years, over a decade for it to kind of click. Like, hey, dumbass, this is fucking terrible for you. And I remember laying in bed one night and think to myself, and I think it was actually like a strong dream, but I think I was just lying there in bed thinking, you put this in your mouth. There's chemicals and all this shit in there, and you're putting it in your mouth, and you're just leaving it there. And you're drinking the juices and shit, spitting out. It's just bad. So yesterday I had no spikes in, besides the workout, I had no spikes of heart rate. I can feel that my blood pressure did not go up at all. Towards the end of the days when I started to really start to crave it. Because, these hours are winding down, and you're thinking to yourself, like, okay, it's not stressful, it's less stressful in the day and all that. So, maybe I deserve to have one. maybe I'm just gonna run down the store and just pick up a can. You know, I'll just pop it in there when on my way home or something. A little reward. But that's not the way I do things. I don't. Whenever I stop something, I don't gradually pull off it. I am notorious for just going completely cold turkey on anything I don't want to do. Driving like a bunch of old ladies. I knew an old lady. Well, whenever you come across an old lady, you know, that drives like a bat out of hell, they always amaze me. And I just want to look at them, because here you are at 75 years, you know, you're close to the end, and you just don't give a fuck. You just don't care. Like, and I love it. But it's you know, sometimes it's kind of saddening, because like, why did you wait so long to not give a fuck anymore? And I'm not saying that's true for them, because I don't know them. I don't know, but you know, you come across folks who they start to become a little bit more bolder as they get older. And I'm talking, you know, the 60s, 70s, 80s range. I'm not talking about 40s, 50s, and 60s and stuff like that. Because, I mean, that's still relatively young. Take care of yourself. Didn't have no crashes last night. Slept pretty good. Actually went to bed late, but for some reason I felt like I got a good night's sleep. I'm not tired at all. I actually woke up just regular time. I think it was probably like 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, it was about 5 hours of sleep. Surprisingly is I'm not even tired. I'm not even sleepy. So today will be day 5. We gotta get to today and then creep into tomorrow, and before I know it, it's the weekend again, which is another 2 days, because I don't dip on the weekends. So it's kind of just natural for me to not even crave it, because I only crave it during I guess you could say stressful situations, or you know, just tasks that have to be done. It's, you know, everything just contributes to stress. And stress is not necessarily bad for you. You just got to learn how to properly maintain it or manage it. You just got to learn how to manage stress, because that right there can be the #1 killer. And it's surprising, because it's a known fact that when you are stressed, it creates a whole spiral of health effects. The side effects are severe for being something that can be managed better. There's two different types of stress. One is daily life stress. So there's things in your life that you can do to manage to make yourself less stressed. And the second way is when you have no control over that stress. This could be in a time of war. It can be during pandemics, during natural disasters. Those right there, you got no control over those. But if you learn to strengthen the mind and learn how to see past a lot of problems and not dwindle too well in the present, because every day will pass. go down and it will rise again in the next day. So you've got the time. So you got to look ahead and just don't focus too much on what's going on now. If you're stressed beyond your control. There's things in my life that I do to try to manage stress. I try to exercise. Well, I do exercise. I exercise. Try to eat healthier. You know, today I could have drive through the Starbucks and order some type of Frente Binte Fruity Looty drink and got a bagel or whatever else they sell over there, cinnamon bread or something. I could have had that for breakfast, but I chose to just take a couple extra minutes. It only took minutes to whip up some scrambled eggs, throw in a serrano pepper in there, heat up some tortillas, took a banana and just had that. So I had that for dinner, breakfast. Eggs, great source of protein, low in fat, has healthy cholesterol, and it has vitamin D, which is really important, and zinc. It's got zinc and vitamin D. And vitamin D is very, very, very important during times of winter when the sun is not very prudent out there. It's not beaming at you. And you only need about 15 to 20 minutes of actual sunlight. And that vitamin D does not just, get put into waste after 24 hours. There's folks out there who actually take too much vitamin D because they'll have sun exposure and then they'll also supplement with vitamins. And you can actually take too much vitamin D. You can OD on that. Because vitamin D uses what it uses, and the rest of it gets stored into your fat. It gets stored into your fat. So, during times where there's not a lot of sun, and you don't have a lot of sun exposure, it starts to take from your fat reserves. It starts to take the vitamin D that's stored in your fat. So if you're constantly taking too much, it's like, oh damn, okay. Your body says I'm taking what I need. I'm gonna put the rest in fat, and you're still throwing more at me. What do I do with this? It starts to fuck up your liver. You can develop jaundice. Your skin is gonna turn a different color. It's gonna get much more paler. And then you're gonna need to see some medical. You're gonna have to see some medical help. Because you don't know what the hell you just did to yourself. Your body is like an engine. It's not what actually driving you. Your soul is driving you. But your body, you need to maintain it like a vessel. Like a well-oiled machine. And whenever you start to feel things that don't feel right, hey, stop doing that. And figure out how to fix the problem. Or at least prevent it. Maybe you can even reverse it. But do your own research. Don't look for people to do, help me, please. No, stupid, you did it. You did it to yourself. You know you did it. And yeah, you're okay with it. And now you got access to literally unlimited amount of information. And, you could log into YouTube and probably know how to perform open heart surgery that day. Research, find out what it is. Of course, you're going to want to seek medical help. Learn what they are. They are the professionals. What do you know? What do I know? We are all fucking idiots. So let the professionals diagnose you, tell you what the issue is, heed their advice, and you build on their advice. So if they tell you need to exercise moderately, you need to exercise, aim for 20, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, eat less, saturated fats and the bad cholesterol and all the processed foods and all that stuff, cut back on that. You're like, okay, great, thank you very much. So now what are you going to do? Well, it says I need to exercise moderately for 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. I'm going to go for 45 to 50 minutes a day. I'm just going to make this a normal lifestyle for me. And if you're busy, that's totally fine, because you don't have to go a straight 50 minutes of take away 50 an hour of your day. There's lots of things that you can do to stay fit, stay healthy. You can break them up into sessions. You can have a 25-minute session now. You can have a 25-minute later in the day, or have 30 minutes now, and then find every opportunity out there to get some type of exercise in. Whether that means walking further, parking a little further, taking that walk, maybe taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Everything that you do takes physical energy to do. Even simple walking takes energy. You have to use energy. You have to use muscle. Your bones move. Your muscles move. You're using energy from somewhere. Where are you getting that source of energy from? Well, my source is coming from my breakfast I just had. And then after that, it's going to start dipping into my fat reserves. If I don't, refill. Eat some substance. And if I refuse to give my body what it wants, then it starts to go into ketosis, where it literally starts to eat itself. But that's a good thing for you if you're looking to lose weight, because it's the first thing it starts to eat is the fat reserves. Your body can survive off your fat reserves. The more fat you got, the longer you're going to stay alive. That's a fact. Humans were actually designed to hold on to fat. We need this fat. It was never intended for humans to be skin and bone. That was never the goal, because you never really knew when your next meal was going to come. So if you lived in an environment, you are a direct descendant of ancestors who developed a gene to be able to hold on to fats, store fats, because you never knew when your next meal was going to be, because you could find yourself easily going for a week, 2 weeks, a week without eating anything. There's nothing grew. You can't catch anything. It's like, fuck, what am I going to eat? You got to be able to maintain that. You got to have some type of, so when times are plentiful, it's important that we eat. And you can get fat from eating healthy food. I'm not saying getting fat, okay? I need to completely just back up what the hell I was saying, because I just went off the rails right there. But what I'm saying is, it is okay, in my opinion, to be able to maintain and to store reasonable amounts of fat, as long as it's not coming from sources that are processed, sources that are high in fats and sugars and all that stuff, all that unnatural stuff. But if I got a small amount of fat because I am not burning 60 minutes, 7 days a week at the gym, I'm okay with that, because I get exercise in, but it is not my full-time job, so I cannot do it when I cannot do it. But any chance I get, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get at it. So what, I got an extra 10 pounds right here. That means I'm going to survive a couple more days longer than you, buddy. Y'all might be looking at me like I'm a tasty meal. So I'm going to see how this day goes out. See how this day all plays out today. I'm already starting to see a couple emails of angry people. I got this one lady right now who's hell-bent on trying to throw me under the bus. She's trying to throw somebody under the bus. She wants to see somebody's head on a spike, which is really unfortunate because I know you. You know all of us. Crazy people. Actually, I think it might be a sickness, mental illness or something. People are just crazy. It's just crazy. People are nuts. I feel like a lot of us really lose sense on the capabilities that a human has. Here we are in 2021. This is the year they decided. Nobody can accurately predict how old the Earth or human civilization is. That data does not currently exist. What does exist is findings that they have at certain time periods, but that's as far as it goes. Here's an interesting fact for a lot of you. If you took our current society, everything the way it is, and you left everything the way it is, and you took all the humans away, okay? You took all the humans away, it would take a predicted amount of 2,000 years, actually 10,000 years, before most of this stuff would be gone and unrecognizable. There's going to be relics, and there's going to be a lot of evidence, because we're a lot more people than there was, but there's going to be a lot of evidence that there was a civilization that once lived here. But a lot of the things that we create are going to be lost to time. They're going to be gone. So, when you think about something like that, and you think about a culture that did not have the technology we have now, they could have had very similar technology, and they could have even had better technology. You don't know. But it is lost to time. Their culture could have been completely different than our culture. It could have been a true paradise. You just never know. And the same is true with the opposite. It could have been a total shit show. You don't know. That's the crazy thing about it. But the question always lingers: what if? What if they found something? They found a key to everything, and it was all agreed upon that we are all the same. We all just want to live happy lives, raise families, contribute to make life better. There's no war, anything like that. Imagine living in a time like that. And I know that it existed. I know it existed. It had to have existed at some point in the billions of years that this entire thing has been playing out, that there had to been a period in time when humans felt safe, and there was never a thought that there was going to be conflict. It just never blinked in anybody's head. So, well, I mean, that's all I got for today, guys. Again, this is a Tuesday afternoon ramble, and I never talk about a specific subject. I just talk about whatever pops in my head. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you again next time.